I'm putting this challenge across to everyone who is involved in education in South Africa, be at the policy level or implementation level. This, of course, would include all trade unions involved in education, all bodies in parliament and outside parliament, including the standing committees and all the commissions. I think this issue that I'm going to raise is a thorn in the flesh of society in South Africa. It concerns, let me not waste your time, your precious time. Let me go straight to the point. It concerns the status of temporary educators or temporary teachers. Now, for those who are not aware, temporary educators are those educators or teachers who have been appointed over an indefinite period of time. It could be 1 month, 4 months, when it's for substituting teachers who are in accouchement leave, or it could be 1 year, 2 years, depending on the manner in which the post has been created. But temporary educators are there in South Africa, and they are working for indefinite periods of time. In other words, they are not permanent. They work depending on the availability of that spot that has been created. It could have been created because the person who was holding that position has been promoted to another level or has vacated to another work of sphere outside the department. It could also have been created because of death, illness, or retirement. There are a number of issues that lead up to the creation of temporary posts in education. Now, here's a teacher who is appointed in temporary position. We're talking now in a situation where in South Africa there are people who have been on and off the teaching field. Some have gone for periods of even more than 6 years. Now my question is, where's the problem? Why can't the system create permanent posts for everyone so that people work with a relaxed state of mind, with a relaxed conscience, knowing that their situation is taken care of in terms of benefits of retirement, benefits of medical provisioning, and other related stuff. Because really, you can't have a situation where there are temporary teachers who work and they know that anytime the whistle can blow, they go off the field and they're called. There are more half times in this situation, more than 2 half times. People are saving, they are called off, they come back. And we expect these people to deliver to their best of their abilities. That can't happen. I'm challenging everyone who is involved in education to put your heads together. Let us do away with this situation of temporary teachers. It doesn't work. It's off the ramp. To speak the truth, it's off the ramp. Because if we think it's normal to have temporary positions, let's start from the minister. We must have a temporary minister, a temporary director general, a temporary MEC, temporary district supervisor, whatever we call them. Why only teachers? Because these people, they've done their bit. They've attended schools for training. They are qualified. So what more does society want? This is abnormal. This is an anomaly that must be done away with as quick as possible. And I'm challenging people who are going to parliament to go and heckle one another there in Parliament and avoid discussing very important, crucial issues like this one. Because really, we're making a mockery out of education. And education is the molding system of society. Even our leaders, including OR Tambo, former President OR Tambo, he told about education. Our president, our former president, Nelson Mandela, he told about education. Education is the system or is the tool with which we can change the lives of our people. Now, if we don't open our eyes and we put our house in order in terms of how education works, then we're all losing. We're losing it. How can we be proud that we're the best? Because we always say we're the best model of democracy in South Africa for the whole world. What kind of best model if we're having temporary educators? And as far as I understand, as far as I can observe, we are still going to have temporary educators for the next 100 years. And we think it's normal. No, this is normal. We must change. We must change our thinking, change our approach. Let's stop this anomaly. Start discussing this in Parliament. Start discussing this in your trade unions. Come with a tangible solution. We must do away with this system. Because if we don't do that, it shows that we don't understand what education is. We don't understand what education is, especially in a democratic state, a caring state. How do we care if we leave people in a temporary positions? We're not caring. We're not a caring society. Because we are not getting into the shoes of those people who are temporary and feel the pain that they are feeling, the anguish that they are feeling. We just wake up, go to work, or do our day-to-day business as if everything is normal. And these are the people who are entrusted with the lives of the nation. And believe you me, if they are not in a relaxed state of mind, they won't be able to deliver their best. They won't. And nobody is caring. Nobody is caring. We're a skunk of the world. We didn't listen to what President Nelson Mandela told us, that we must not be the skunk of the world. And this is what we are. Go to any country, even in the poorest countries in Africa, they're not having temporary educators. Now, why in South Africa, where we have got resources, we have got a good economy that could absorb anyone? Now, let's think carefully about this. Let's start debating about this thing. Let's put our heads together and come with a normal situation where there are no more temporary educators in South Africa. I'm not talking about Zimbabwe or Botswana. I'm a South African. I'm talking about South Africa.